Hello everyone. This is the final update on our functional testing portion of our project. The project was actually turned in earlier this week, but we were busy right up until the last moment trying to add as much functionality as possible, and I wanted to make a follow-up video reflecting the changes that we had made on the testing end for that. To begin with, if I didn't mention it before, uh, all the functionality testing is basically performed on the search page, except for three small tests. Verifying the address button uh, reflects addresses in the Dropbox. Neighborhood button reflects neighborhoods in the Dropbox, and that the links in the property details table actually link to those particular pages. But most of the functionality and functionality tests that you see in the scripts will reflect the search details page. For this updated video, I want to share that in fact now when you select a property from the Dropbox, that it will actually change the properties table to that property, and it will also reflect on the map. If you noticed before, we had by default set up a complete listing, and this is our uh, dummy database. It's not active with the correct database at this point in time. We just need some dummy information to go by to ensure our functionality is working. But if, like I said, Dropbox, you click on a Dropbox property, that property will appear below in the table and reflect on the property map to the side. We were working on that same functionality for the neighborhood button. When you click on the neighborhood button and click on the neighborhood, you should get a list of properties that reflect that, and also in the map. As you can see here, though, we still have issues. That's Azalea Park. There are actually three returns, one of which is Azalea Park, and of course Azalea Park would appear in the map. So we still have some work to do on that. Another change and modification, as soon as you go back to the address page, excuse me, as soon as you enter into the drop down box some text, let's say BE, you will see below that the products table will return in real time the results of that search. This is a part of our autocomplete function, which was added as well, and we have tested that feature as well. For the record, I want you to know that I have updated the test plan documentation for test cases to show the changes, and I have removed the deprecated advanced search features. Instead of initial tests and advanced search feature tests, we have SP for search page tests. And if there were any home page tests, they would have been HP for HP tests. But that was beyond my scope. I was basically responsible for the advanced search tests, which are the search page tests. Okay, now that that's done, I do want to tell you that I have a list of links to our GitHub site, the functional testing site for GitHub, our web site for the testing, which I use, and the website for the production. The reason I have my own testing is that we routinely push features to the main GitHub repo at different times. So I roll out the changes as they come in, and we're not always in sync with the production page. So I have a website test page, which at this point they are synced, but at different times during the semester, I needed to make that available for those tests. I will include these links in the description of the video. And I don't know if I've ever actually let you see the tests on the IDE and watch those run. We've been pretty much concentrating on the website itself and watching the functionality work. So I'm going to run through the search page tests and let you see how that works. The pop box that's going to come up and it's going to maximize, but I'm going to try to keep at least partial view on the screen of the tests in the IDE as they run as well. We won't go through the full length as they take quite a bit of time. I don't think I can talk that long. I'll just sit here and be quiet. And I don't think anybody wants that. They don't want to hear me, but they don't want me quiet either. What we're going to do is see when it changed. I may have to do this every time so you can see it functioning. You see they're checked off every time as they are completed. But since the opener's opening and closing, it's probably going to maximize over the IDE. Yes, it does. And I have to click on the IDE to bring it back. I ran this shortly before the video, and they do all in fact work. And I will bring this back to the screen for a quick second. Test pass 2. You'll also see that at the bottom. At the end, it will say the correct number that they've all passed. If there were any that failed, it would have told you what failed. And on the side, it would tell you in the description box, the results box, it would tell you where it failed and give you a hint as to where that problem was. Now, some of these tests at this point are simply observable, making sure that when you click on a button and click in the drop box that these values appear, like the address drop down and the neighborhood drop down, for instance. And some others actually verify that when you go to an endpoint, such as a product detail page, that the URL expected is the actual URL that it is at. So that is working properly. I think that's about enough of that. We'll close that out real quick. Okay, so I have stopped the video and let the tests run. And as you can see, they're all completed. Test pass 8, 8 of 8. And at the bottom, test pass 8. And the failed would have been noted as well. So that's how that would function. And just a quick final reference, you can reach me on Discord as well if you have any questions, at least through the fall semester while I finish up my software development classes. I go by G2 in general, and in the other servers in DM, I go by G Johnston 3. And you can reach me on Discord at that. Other than that, I will close out the video. I will say that on our group page in the files folder, if the professor will save that for you for reference, I have included the last up-to-date test case plans and affordable housing site public links document. That was the links I referred to earlier that I will put in the description. I will put that link to the video and add it as well for this video. Alrighty, I wish you all luck and have a great semester and take care.